Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Stoner Erickson from Erickson Design Company. This week we're going to do some image to wood transfers. Now, I really want a branding iron, but they're like 200 bucks. I want to build one, but I don't have a CNC machine, and I also don't have a Dremel right now. So I was like, how do I get my logo on some of my products? And I came up with this. So we're going to do some ink transfers with acetone, polyacrylic, and then heat, and we're gonna see which one's the best. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'm Stoner Erickson from Erickson Design Company. Let's build something. Ta-da! So we're gonna hop right into it here. We're gonna cut two pieces at 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And I just cleaned my table saw with paste wax, so I want to wipe that off, and then I'm going to cut these at 4 by 4 inches like coasters to transfer my logo to. Once they're transferred, we're going to move them over to the downdraft table and we're going to lay it out. We're going to start first by sanding everything with a 320 grit and breaking all of the edges. Now it's important to get this as smooth as possible. The smoother, the better the transfer. Now that everything's sanded, we've actually went to FedEx and had all of our supplies printed. I'm going to pull out the branding iron with the wood transfer bit on the tip and get that heated up. Next I'm going to start with the polyacrylic, and I'm going to tape down the image I want to transfer and then loosely paint the polyacrylic right on top of that image. Now we'll just set that aside and we're going to move to the acetone. Now acetone is like a lacquer thinner. It's just going to try to transfer the ink straight to the wood. So we're going to tape this down and apply the acetone and use the same technique and just push as hard as we can to try to transfer that image straight onto the wood. But we're still going to give it a college try because I think we can make it work. After all that, we'll just set it aside to dry. Well, let's get right into my favorite is the wood burn transfer. So So we are going to take the time to cut these up and prep them out and tape them on. This kind of repetitive work is actually a lot of fun for me. It's actually kind of relaxing. Now that they're all taped on, we are going to test the wood burn on a scrap piece of wood. It should actually burn the wood. It needs to be that hot. An iron will not do this. So we're going to go slowly as we can over top of the image to transfer it directly down to the wood. And the nice part about this is that you can lift the actual transfer up and see where you've missed and where you haven't gone. And so it makes it kind of nice. Now I actually count to 5 as I move this wood burner across each step, just to make sure it has even heat across the piece. Wow, those look great. So we're going to take the acetone one off and see how it looks. Not super hot. But we're going to take the time to basically run some polyurethane over top of the coasters and the image to see if it brightens up. Sometimes it'll like brighten up the colors. In this case with the image, it did not. With the coasters, it did. It did brighten them up. Man, it looked awesome. Now with the polyacrylic transfer, we're going to take some blue tape and run it across the back of the paper. This is going to take off that back layer of paper just so we can get down to it, so when we put the warm water on it to kind of rinse it off, you don't have to get to that paper. There's a wax on the back of that paper. Now this is a giant failure for me, but that's alright. I mean, everyone needs to learn how to fail. As I work through it with the toothbrush, just to get it off, I'm just slowly going and using the air compressor to get air underneath of it. My fingers, and just being so delicate. I have fat fingers, and so being delicate with these fingers is kind of dainty for me. And ultimately I bust through that layer and kind of screw this up. So I'm not sure how to do this. If anyone knows, please comment below. Well, failure is success. We succeeded and we failed. They go hand in hand. True failure is when you give up though, so we're gonna keep trying with the images. Now clearly, the best one was the pattern transfer bit or tip with the wood burner. That one is awesome. I like it because you can, as you're doing it, you can pull this up and down and find out where you've missed. It's kind of foolproof. An iron won't do this. It doesn't get hot enough. The pattern transfer bit or tip on this wood burner gets really, really hot. And this whole setup was like 20 bucks. So it's definitely worth using. You could transfer logos, birthdays, anything that you can think of onto wood. And that is for smaller things. I think it's awesome. As for the acetone, not dark enough. You know, it didn't get a crisp image. And again, I sanded this down with 320, so it was nice and smooth. This is my pops and my daughter. She's gonna hate that I put that on there, but that's okay. Now, as for the polyacrylic, it didn't work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I just couldn't get it to stick on there. I couldn't get it to stay. So, and I tried multiple times. It wasn't like I just gave up. So we're gonna we're gonna try to come back at this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this for those little transfers. Now I can put my logo on the back of a lot of pieces of wood until I get a branding iron. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Check out the store right here, ericksondesigncompany.com/merch. Get a hat, get some stickers, support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'm Stoner Erickson from Erickson Design Company, and we built something. Ta-da!